the same page. It was fun to watch. A thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, the RPO game now had to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made...
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds a spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So Rice's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack, another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run up quarterback, feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Barnett. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on third down. Fourth down coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing the ball to holes, nowhere to go.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll go to the counter. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch.
Thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Owls need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Handoff from the gun. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll just down it right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. On the ground with the counter. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Might as well stick with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. Ernie on the Jets. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Rights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hands it off. He's loose. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll try to get it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the counter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch by this giant defensive tackle. Go straight ahead. And going to the run is going to backfire as the clock runs out here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pressure coming. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. On the run, it's Moulton. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Trying to barrel in. They got the first down and plenty more, and now set up with a 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
He can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. It puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Owls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He'll do it himself on the draw.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success.
Oh, he's got some space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They've got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the pummeling has started.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Slithers into space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now on the counter. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to
Touchdown, Iowa! A great catch and run for 6. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Owls! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here's a heat. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tries to do it himself on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off-play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Gill. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on team's penalty, you've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The give on the counter. Headed to the end zone. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
1st and goal, Iowa.
The snap sets up the throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Going to the running game. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Dukes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be.
He's looking deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quickly to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. The Dukes offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Under fire, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Dukes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive with a pass. The short hand, it's Gill. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you can tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here.
Early, we're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some...
Touchdown, Iowa! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming in the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the 1st quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
Right down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It's the end of the 1st quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football. When the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa State Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. looking to throw. It's Barnett. Caught over the middle. It's Kyle. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Alston. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball down. He goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wants to take the top off. Snatches it on the run. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get it down at the 35.
That is a beautiful throw. We were all talking coming into this game. We weren't sure if anyone was going to be able to complete a pass because of these conditions. And as a quarterback, when you're throwing in the snow, the ball's slick. Anyone running a route, it's hard to get in and out of breaks. Those two guys were on the same page right there, coming up with a huge play in the inclement weather.
And the Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the single back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Because when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Alston. Wide open open spaces. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. It's a running room. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Dukes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and not his best work. Certainly not the greatest of kicks there, and they'll down it inside their own 40. Iowa has the ball back on offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Back to throw, it's Barnett. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. It's just...
There he goes. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 18 to Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tagged.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Alston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Dukes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Then you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes. But you got to find something to have success.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the counter. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the counter play. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The play action fake. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Got it back on second and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Got a man. It's Alston.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
To the air. It's Barnett. Defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Iowa! And the stomping has commenced. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. On fourth down, going to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Dukes will punt this one away. And the returner is stopped. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out and execute and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Right on the money. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart. Yeah,
they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got a man, it's Hunter. There he goes! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Iowa's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Hawkeyes are on the move. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it.
Touchdown, Iowa! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The inside handoff. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick pass on the jet motion. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big game.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Moulton. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They want to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, a lot of space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the ground, it's Moulton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab near the marker. It's Gill. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Trying to move them on the counter. Makes it past the marker. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Iowa! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's a hit. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Inside the 25. It's a seam wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Toss sweep to the right. Finding an escape route. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 20. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to run it.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play.
Of 20.
Guys want to move quickly. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Knocked down after a gain of 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touch. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you worked so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason.